Hi, English learners, and welcome back to Daily English Buddy. I am Justine.
And I am Alex. And today we are talking about something you have to do every single week when you live abroad.
Exactly. You have to buy food. Today we are talking about going to the supermarket.
Buying food sounds very easy. You just walk into the store, pick up some apples and bread, and go home.
But Alex, do you ever actually go home with just apples and bread? I always leave with a full cart.
That is a very good point. I go for milk, and I leave with chocolate, pizza, and a new plant for my house.
It sounds easy, but for a B1 English learner, the supermarket can actually be very scary, especially at the end when it is time to pay.
That is so true. The area where you pay is full of very specific English vocabulary. If you don't know the words, you can get very confused.
Yes, the cashiers ask you questions very quickly, and the machines have loud robot voices that shout at you.
But do not worry. We are going to teach you all the supermarket vocabulary you need today. You will feel completely confident.
Absolutely. And before we start the lesson, please remember to grab today's free PDF study guide.
The link is in the description box below the video. The PDF has all the grocery store vocabulary, the differences between UK and US words, and a checkout cheat sheet.
You definitely need that PDF, because if you don't know the vocabulary, you might start a fight with a computer.
A fight with a computer? Justine, what are you talking about?
Well, I have to confess something. Today, it is my turn to share a disaster story.
Oh, I love your disaster stories. What happened? Were you in a rush?
Yes, I was very busy. This happened during my first month living in London. I needed to buy a lot of food for my new apartment.
Okay, that is normal. So you went to a big British supermarket.
Yes, I walked in and I took a big metal cart with 4 wheels to put my food inside.
Right, but in the UK, they don't call it a cart. They call it a trolley.
Exactly. I filled my shopping trolley with milk, eggs, vegetables, and bread. I was very proud of myself.
So what was the problem? Did you forget your wallet?
No, I had my wallet. The problem started when it was time to pay. I was very nervous about my English.
I understand that. Talking to the cashier can be stressful when you are a beginner.
I didn't want to talk to anyone. I just wanted to pay and go home. So I saw a machine where you can scan your own food.
Ah, the self-checkout machine. You do the job of the cashier yourself.
Yes, I pushed my trolley to the self-checkout machine. I picked up my first item. It was a box of cereal.
Okay, scanning cereal is easy. You just find the barcode, the little black and white lines on the box.
I know that now, but I didn't know what a barcode was. I just waved the box in front of the red light.
You just waved it around like a magic wand? Did it work?
Eventually, finally, it made a loud beep sound. So I put the cereal down in the plastic area next to the machine.
Right, that is called the bagging area. It is a scale that weighs your food.
Well, my bag was heavy. So I put the cereal down, and then I put my heavy winter coat down in the bagging area too. And my purse.
Oh no! You put your coat and your purse on the security scale?
Yes. Suddenly, a bright red light started flashing on the machine, and a very loud robot voice shouted, "Unexpected item in the bagging area."
Oh, that is the worst. Everyone in the supermarket hates that robot voice.
It was so loud. The machine stopped working. The screen turned red. It said, "Unexpected item in the bagging area."
Did you understand what unexpected meant?
No. I knew the word expected, like when you expect a guest for dinner. I thought the machine was surprised by my cereal.
You thought the computer was surprised you bought cereal? Like it was too healthy for you?
I didn't know what to do. So I picked up my coat. Then the machine yelled, "Item removed from bagging area. Please return item."
Oh, those machines are so sensitive. They get angry if you touch anything.
So I put my coat back down. And it yelled again, "Unexpected item." I was so stressed. I started arguing with the computer.
You started talking back to the machine?
Yes, I yelled, "It is just a coat. Stop looking at my coat." People were staring at me. I was turning very red.
A crazy tourist yelling at a robot about a winter coat. That is a classic London story.
Finally, the supermarket worker walked over. He looked very serious. He looked at the machine, then at my coat.
Oh no, did he think you were trying to hide something under the coat?
No, he just sighed. He took his special card, scanned it on the machine, and fixed the error. He told me, "Do not put your clothes on the scale, miss."
Wow, the self-checkout machine is definitely a dangerous place for an English learner.
It really is. I never used the machine again for months. I always went to the human cashier. It is much safer.
That is a great story, Justine. And it is the perfect time to switch to teacher mode. We need to teach our B1 learners this vocabulary.
I completely agree. Let's start from the moment you walk into the supermarket. What do you put your food in?
If you only need a few things, you take a plastic basket. You carry it in your hand.
Yes, a basket. But if you need a lot of food, you push the big metal thing with wheels.
Right. Here is the big UK and US difference. In the US, it is called a cart, a shopping cart.
But in the UK, where I was, it is called a shopping trolley.
Exactly. Cart in America, trolley in Britain. Now, what do we call the long walking spaces between the shelves of food?
Ah, that is a very important word. It is the aisle. The letter S in the middle of the word is completely silent.
Yes, you can ask a worker, "Excuse me, which aisle is the pasta in?" And they will say, "It is in aisle 4.
And what about the fresh fruit and vegetables? That area has a special name too.
That is the produce section. Produce. It is where you find fresh things that grow.
And the dairy section is for milk, cheese, and yogurt. Dairy.
Perfect. So you have your food from the aisles. Now it is time to pay. What is that area called?
The area where you pay is called the checkout. You wait in line at the checkout.
In the UK, they also call it the till. The worker might say, "Please go to till number 3.
Right. And if you use the machine with no human worker, that is the self-checkout.
The scary machine. Let's talk about the vocabulary for that machine. What is the barcode?
The barcode is the little square with black and white lines on the back of the food package. It tells the computer what the food is.
Exactly. And you must hold the barcode in front of the red light. The action of the machine reading the light is called to scan.
Yes, you scan your items. Beep, beep. And then where do you put the item?
You put it in the bagging area. This is the special scale we talked about.
Right. And unexpected means something is there that should not be there. Like my winter coat.
Let's forget about the coat. Let's talk about the end of the shopping trip. When you finish paying, what does the machine give you?
It gives you a piece of paper that lists everything you bought and how much it cost. This is the receipt.
The receipt. This word is very tricky for English learners because it has a silent letter. The letter P in the middle is completely silent.
Yes, you do not pronounce the P at all. The cashier will just ask, "Would you like your receipt?"
Perfect. Now, what if you don't use the machine? What if you talk to a real human cashier?
The cashier will ask you some standard questions. They will ask how you want to pay.
They will say, "Are you paying with cash or card?" If you use a bank card, you can just tap it on the machine. That is called contactless payment.
Right. And they will also ask if you need something to carry your food home.
In many countries, you must pay extra money for a shopping bag. The cashier will ask, "Would you like a bag?" Or, "Do you need any bags today?"
In America, they might ask, "Paper or plastic?" They want to know what material of bag you prefer.
And one more thing. Many supermarkets have a special program to get discounts.
Yes, they might ask, "Do you have a rewards card?" Or, "Are you a member?"
This is such useful vocabulary. You know what we need to do, Justine? A quick mini role play.
Oh, I love the role plays. Let me guess. You are the supermarket cashier and I am the customer?
Exactly. Let me prove that I know how to buy groceries correctly now.
Okay, I am ready. I am walking to the checkout with my basket.
Okay, starting now. Hello, did you find everything you were looking for today?
Hi there. Yes, I found everything perfectly. But I couldn't find the flour. Which aisle is it in?
Oh, the flour is in aisle 6, right next to the sugar. Would you like me to wait while you get it?
No, that's okay. I'll just get it next time. I'm ready to pay now.
No problem. I'll scan these for you. Beep, beep. Your total is $25.50. Do you have a rewards card?
No, I don't. Not today.
That's fine. Will you be paying with cash or card?
I will pay with card, please. I will just tap it here for contactless.
Perfect. It's gone through. Would you like a bag for your groceries? It's 10 cents.
No, thank you. I brought my own reusable bag from home.
Excellent. And would you like your receipt in the bag or in your hand?
Just in my hand, please. Have a great day.
And scene. That was beautiful. No fighting with robots, no security guards, just a perfect transaction.
I have definitely learned my lesson. I am much better at grocery shopping now. I feel like a pro.
You are. And now it is time for the Buddy Rapid Fire Quiz. Listeners, play along with us and test your new B1 vocabulary.
I am ready. Give me the questions, Alex. I'm going for a perfect score.
Question 1. What do people in the UK call the big metal shopping cart with wheels?
In the UK, it is called a trolley.
Correct. Okay, question 2. What do you call the long walking paths between the shelves of food?
That is the aisle. And remember, the letter S is silent.
Spot on. Question 3. What do you call the small black and white lines on a box that the machine reads?
That is the barcode.
Question 4. What do we call the area for milk, eggs, and cheese?
That is the dairy section.
Final question. What is the piece of paper that proves you paid for your food?
That is the receipt. And remember, the P is silent.
You aced it! A perfect score. You have successfully passed your daily English Buddy supermarket test.
Thank goodness. And if our listeners want to feel confident at the grocery store and ace their own tests, do not forget to download the free PDF study guide for this episode.
Yes, please grab the PDF. The link is right there in the description box below the video. It has all the supermarket vocabulary and the checkout roleplay clearly written out.
And before you go today, head down to the comment section and answer our question of the day. Do you prefer using the self-checkout machine or a real human cashier?
Let us know in the comments. I personally prefer the human cashier. They don't yell at me about my winter coat. They are much friendlier than the robots.
Thank you so much for joining us on Daily English Buddy. Check your barcodes, remember your reusable bags, and we will see you next time.
Bye everyone. See you tomorrow.